The warning from the SK-101 on Earth saw them at first. The stars looked normal. The night sky was calm and quiet. Then every screen on the planet turned black. Phones stopped working. Televisions went silent. Satellites froze in place. After 3 long seconds, a new image appeared. A massive shape filled the sky. It was not a ship. It was a fleet. Hundreds of giant alien vessels floated above Earth's orbit. They were dark, sharp, and cold, like weapons made into cities. Across every screen, the same figure appeared, tall, gray skin, black eyes without emotion. The alien spoke slowly, clearly, and without fear. "People of Earth," the voice said, "you are surrounded. Your planet has been claimed." There was no anger in the voice, no hate, only certainty. "We expected fear," the alien continued. "We expected panic, but you do not need to be afraid." The alien leader raised one long hand. "Surrender, and you will live. Resist, and your world will burn." Around the globe, humans stood frozen. In cities, people stared at screens in silence. In military bases, generals stopped breathing. In space stations, astronauts watched the fleet block out the stars. The alien gave Earth one simple offer. "You have 24 hours. It said. "Lower your weapons. Shut down your defenses. Accept our rule." Then the message ended. The screens went dark. Silence spread across the planet and the alien flagship. Far above Earth, the commanders watched closely. They expected chaos. They expected screams. They expected messages begging for mercy. But Earth did nothing. No reply came. No signal. No surrender. The alien leader tilted its head. "Strange," it said. "Primitive species usually respond with fear." Another commander checked the scanners. "Energy levels are rising," it reported. "But not in cities. Deep underground." The alien leader smiled. "They are hiding," it said. "They believe silence will save them." On Earth, something else was happening. Deep below the surface, old systems woke up. Lights turned on in forgotten bunkers. Doors sealed that had not moved in decades. Human leaders did not speak to the aliens. They spoke to each other. Short messages, few words, clear meaning. Phase 1, activate. Ancient satellites changed position. Research stations powered up. Hidden weapons came online. No cheers, no speeches, just action. Back in orbit, the alien fleet moved closer. Massive ships took their places like hunters around prey. The alien leader looked at Earth, calm and confident. "They will kneel," it said. "They always do." But something felt wrong. Human signals were growing stronger, not louder, sharper, focused. The scanners showed patterns. The aliens did not understand. One commander spoke carefully. "Leader," it said, "this planet does not behave like others." The leader's eyes narrowed. "Explain." "They are not preparing to surrender." The commander replied. "They are preparing something else." The alien leader studied the blue planet below. Still silent, still calm. To calm. "Continue the countdown," the leader ordered. "They will break." But deep in space, a new signal appeared. It was not a message. It was not a weapon. It was a warning. And Earth had not spoken yet. Humans who never answer. The countdown had begun. High above Earth, the alien fleet waited in perfect formation. Massive ships floated silently, their weapons charged and ready. The alien leader watched the planet below. 23 hours remained. Still, no response came from Earth. No surrender signal. A commander reported. No global transmission. The leader tapped the arm of its throne. "Humans are afraid," it said. "They are deciding who will beg first." But time passed. Cities did not go dark. Nations did not fall into chaos. There were no riots, no mass panic, no cries for mercy. Earth was quiet. Too quiet. On the planet's surface, humans moved with purpose. Deep underground, old command centers came alive. Screens flickered on, showing maps of space. Men and women stood in silence, focused and calm. No one shouted, no one prayed. They had trained for this moment, even if they never believed it would come. "Power levels stable," one officer said. "Phase 1 complete." Across the world, forgotten machines awakened. Hidden factories started producing parts. Silent launch bays unlocked. These were not new weapons. They were old designs, improved and perfected over decades. Humans had learned one thing very well. Never show your strength too early. In orbit, alien scanners picked up strange readings. Energy spikes detected. Another commander said, "They are not random." The alien leader leaned forward. Where are they coming from? It asked. Everywhere, the commander replied. From oceans, from mountains, from underground. The leader's confidence weakened, just slightly. That is not possible, it said. A species at their level cannot coordinate this fast. But Earth was not speaking. Earth was preparing. Hours passed. The alien fleet moved closer, tightening the circle around the planet. Weapon ports opened. Shields flared to life. Still, no message. One alien officer shifted nervously. Leader, it said, humans have not asked for peace. The leader's eyes narrowed. Then they are fools, it replied. They believe silence is courage. On Earth, human leaders watched the alien fleet grow larger in the sky. Some people could now see the ships with their own eyes. Fear spread among civilians, but no one ran. Instead, something unexpected happened. People gathered. Families stood together. Strangers helped strangers. The message was unspoken, but clear. This was home, and humans protect their home. Deep inside a mountain base, a general spoke softly. They think we are weak, he said. Let them in space. An alarm sounded on the alien flagship. Unknown systems activating. A commander said quickly. Human satellites are changing orbit. The leader stood. Satellites are harmless, it said. Primitive tools. But the data kept coming. The satellites were not defensive. They were forming patterns. Geometric. Precise. They are creating a network, the commander said. A weapon grid. Silence filled the command chamber. The alien leader stared at the display. No, it whispered. That technology should not exist here. At the edge of the solar system, something else awakened. A signal, old and human, spread through space. It was not a greeting, it was a command. Back on Earth, a final system powered up. A red light turned green. The general looked at the screen and spoke one sentence. Now they will notice us. In orbit, the alien fleet received a short transmission. Not a surrender, not a threat, just for words. This planet answers last. The alien leader felt something it had never felt before. Doubt. And the countdown kept ticking. When Earth strikes Beersikatha, aliens did not expect the attack. They were still watching Earth, still waiting for fear, still believing humans would break. Instead, space itself began to change. Near the dark side of the moon, human satellites locked into position. Their shapes shifted. Panels opened. Old metal revealed new weapons. Inside the alien flagship, alarms exploded into sound. Energy surge detected. A commander shouted. Multiple sources. The alien leader stood fast. Fire warning shots, it ordered. Remind them who controls the sky. Alien ships charged their weapons. Bright beams cut through space and struck empty orbit. Earth did not flinch. Then it happened. Space twisted. Gravity bent. One alien destroyer suddenly slowed. Its massive body pulled inward, like space itself had grabbed it. What is happening? An alien officer screamed. The ship collapsed, not exploded, crushed in seconds. The alien vessel folded into itself and vanished. Silence filled the fleet. One of their strongest ships was gone, destroyed by nothing they could see. The alien leader stared at the empty space. That weapon, it whispered. That is impossible. On Earth, human commanders watched calmly. First strike successful, an officer said. Gravity weapon confirmed. No cheers followed. No celebration. Humans had more work to do. The alien fleet reacted fast. Shields flared. Ships spread out. Weapons fired toward Earth. But human defenses were already active. Invisible fields formed around the planet. Energy blasts bent away. Missiles lost guidance and drifted uselessly into space. The aliens fired again. Nothing worked. They are blocking everything, a commander shouted. Our weapons are useless. The alien leader's calm cracked. How can a species like this exist? It demanded. They were supposed to be primitive. Earth answered without words. From deep space, human drones appeared. Small, fast, silent. They moved like insects, surrounding alien ships. Then they exploded. One by one, alien vessels burned. Not all were destroyed, but enough to send a message. Humans were not defending, they were hunting. Inside underground bunkers, human soldiers watched the battle unfold. They came to take our world, one whispered. They thought we would kneel. The general spoke quietly. Humans do not kneel, he said. We endure. In orbit, the alien fleet was in chaos. Formation was broken. Orders overlapped. Fear spread through ranks that had never known fear. "Leader," a commander said, voice shaking, "we are losing control." The alien leader looked at Earth. The planet was still blue, still calm, still silent. But now it felt alive, dangerous. Double quotes. "How many weapons do they have?" the leader asked. The answer came slowly. "Unknown," the commander said. "They are revealing them one by one." The leader understood the truth. Too late. Humans were holding back, testing, learning, adapting, just like they always had. Another alien ship was caught by a sudden gravity wave. Its engines failed. Its hull cracked. The crew never escaped. The alien leader felt fear rise in its chest. This was not a conquest. This was a mistake. Earth had not attacked in anger. Earth had attacked with control, and that was worse. A final alert echoed through the flagship. "Human fleet signatures detected," a voice said. They were hidden, screens filled with new objects, human warships, dark, silent, waiting. The alien leader whispered words, never spoken before. Retreat may not be possible. And above Earth, the real war had just begun. Total devastation. The battle no longer looked like a war. It looked like a collapse. Above Earth, the alien fleet was breaking apart. Ships drifted out of formation. Commands came late, or not at all. Human warships moved forward at last. They were not large like alien vessels. They were not beautiful. They were built for one purpose only. To end threats. The alien leader watched in disbelief as human ships entered the fight. They did not rush. They did not fire wildly. They chose targets. They struck. They moved on. One alien cruiser lost power as its systems shut down from a human signal. Another ship was cut in half by a focused energy beam. A third vanished in a flash of light, erased before it could react. "This is impossible," an alien commander cried. "They fight like they have done this before." The alien leader felt the truth sink in. Humans were not new to war. They were new to space war, and they were learning fast. On Earth, commanders tracked every movement. Screens showed enemy losses climbing higher and higher. Still, no one celebrated. The general spoke in a calm voice. "Do not stop," he said. "Do not chase glory. End the threat." Human satellites shifted again. Their weapon grids tightened. Energy flowed with perfect control. The alien fleet tried to escape. Jump drives charged. Ships turned away from Earth. But humans had planned for that. Space around the fleet changed. Gravity wells appeared without warning. Alien engines failed mid. Ships slammed into invisible barriers and tore themselves apart. Panic spread through the alien ranks. "We cannot leave," one commander screamed. "Space itself is against us." The alien leader gripped the console. "No," it whispered. "Humans have turned space into a weapon." A human message finally went out, not just to the alien fleet, to every listening ear in the galaxy. The signal was clear, cold, unemotional. "We warned you," the message said. "This world does not yield." Alien ships exploded one after another. Some tried to fight, some tried to run. None succeeded. Human drones swarmed damaged vessels, disabling them completely. Escape pods launched only to be pulled back by gravity traps. Humans were not angry, they were precise. On the flagship, the alien leader looked at Earth one last time. The planet still looked peaceful. Blue oceans, white clouds. It did not look like a killer. "We misjudged them," the leader said quietly. "They are not weak." A commander replied with fear in its voice. "They are worse," it said. "They are patient." The flagship shook as systems failed one by one. Human weapons locked on. The alien leader sent a final order. "Broadcast surrender," it said. "Tell them we yield." The message went out. Earth did not answer. Instead, the human fleet stopped firing. For a moment, hope returned. Then a new signal came. "You were given a choice," the human voice said. "You chose invasion. We choose an ending." The alien flagship was surrounded, not destroyed, captured. The remaining alien ships fell silent, weapons powered down, engines dead. The battle was over. Above Earth, broken wreckage drifted through space. The greatest alien fleet ever sent into the stars had been defeated. Not by numbers, not by rage, not by humans who refused to kneel. On Earth, the general finally allowed himself a breath. "This is not victory," he said. "This is survival." Far away, hidden observers watched and listened. They saw the alien fleet fall. They heard the human message, and they learned a lesson. The universe would never forget. Earth was not a prize. It was a warning, a message to the galaxy. War ended without celebration. Above Earth, the silence returned, not the calm silence from before. This silence was earned. Broken alien ships floated like dead giants. Their weapons were cold. Their power was gone. The captured flagship remained still, surrounded by human vessels. No one fired. No one rushed. Humans had already won. On Earth, people slowly stepped outside. They looked up at the sky, unsure what they would see. The alien fleet was gone. The stars were visible again. For the first time, the planet breathed as one. Inside the flagship, the alien leader waited. It had sent surrender. It had begged. Humans did not answer. Instead, a different signal spread outward, not only to the remaining alien forces, but far beyond them, across star systems, across civilizations, across the known galaxy. The message was simple. This is Earth. We did not seek war. We ended it. Alien observers listened in fear. Many had watched the battle in secret. They had expected humans to fall. They watched a galactic empire collapse instead. In alien councils, leaders argued in panic. Some demanded revenge. Others demanded silence. One truth stopped them all. If Earth could do this to them, what could it do to anyone else? The name Earth spread fast. So did another name. Death World, a planet where life should not thrive. A species that should not survive, yet somehow did both. And more. Back on Earth, military leaders met one final time. The general stood before the screens. We send one last message, he said. Then we returned to silence. The final transmission went out. To all who listen, the message said, Earth belongs to humans. Do not come as rulers. Do not come as conquerors. There was a pause. If you come at all, the voice continued, come in peace. The signal ended. Humans powered down their weapons. Satellites returned to quiet orbit. Hidden systems went back to sleep, not destroyed, not removed. Waiting. On the alien flagship, the leader understood the truth at last. Humans did not rule through fear. They ruled through memory. They remembered every threat, every loss, every invasion, and they prepared. The alien leader lowered its head. We believed strength was domination, it said softly, but humans believe strength is survival. The ship was taken into custody. The war was over, but the story had just begun. In distant systems, alien children would grow up hearing warnings, stories told in quiet voices. About a blue planet, about a silent species, about a fleet that never returned. They would learn one rule: never force humans to choose, because when humans choose, they do not yield, they endure, they adapt. They destroy what threatens their home, and Earth remained scarred, watching, ready. Not as a conqueror of the stars, but as the line no one dares to cross. The galaxy did not sleep after Earth. Message. It watched. In distant star systems, alien ships changed course. Trade routes were altered. Military fleets returned home without explanation. No one wanted to be next. In the ruins of the defeated empire, survivors drifted through space. They sent warnings instead of orders. They spoke of gravity weapons, of silent fleets, of humans who waited. The name Earth was never spoken loudly again. On Earth, life slowly returned to normal. Cities repaired their damage. Skies cleared. Children went back to school. But the world was not the same. Every nation knew the truth now. Earth was not alone, and Earth was no longer weak. Deep underground, the human defense network remained active. Lights stayed green. Systems stayed ready. Humans had learned a lesson they would never forget. Peace must be protected. In a secure command room, the general stood before a small group of leaders. No uniforms, no flags, just humans. We won because we stood together, he said. If we forget that, the next war will be worse. No one argued. Far beyond human space, an ancient alien civilization observed quietly. They had existed long before empires rose and fell. They had seen many species claim power. They had never seen one like this. Humans did not chase the stars. They did not expand in anger. They stayed home, and that scared the observers more than conquest ever could. One ancient being spoke at last. They are not hunters, it said. They are guardians. Another replied softly, and guardians are dangerous when crossed. Years passed. No alien fleet approached Earth. No threat appeared, but human sensors never slept. One day, a small ship entered the edge of the solar system. It sent a signal immediately. Peaceful, careful, respectful. The message was short. We come to learn. Human commanders studied the ship for a long time. Then they answered, "You may approach," the message said. Slowly, the galaxy heard about it within days. Earth was not closed. Earth was cautious. The alien visitors were guided carefully, watched closely, treated fairly. They left with stories, not of fear, not of destruction, but of a species that could end you, and chose not to. The legend of Earth changed again. Not just a death world, not just a warning, a boundary, a place where power existed, but was held back by choice. Deep in space, pirates and warlords marked Earth as forbidden. Empires removed it from maps. Explorers spoke its name with respect. And on Earth, humans looked up at the stars. They knew one day another threat might come, another fleet, another test, but they were ready, because humans had learned something important. Strength was not loud. Power did not need to be shown. In silence, when chosen, could be the strongest weapon of all. Earth remained still, watching, waiting, not afraid.